All right. Yes, let's talk about the Amna Saham Wawasan 2020 or Amna Saham Malaysia or Amna Saham Bumiputera. Now there's a new one also, which is ASB2, Amna Saham Bumiputera 2. So this is the questions I asked, but it seems that nobody gives the answer. Maybe they don't have the time, or maybe they
Don't care
they're
to
just
know,
waiting
maybe.
for someone. Maybe waiting, or maybe they don't invest in this one.
Yeah.
Maybe they invest elsewhere. I personally I don't invest in Amara Saham or Wasan because it was every time close one. Last time when I don't know anything about unit investment, so it was always closed. So every time it just open only, half an hour is closed.
Yeah.
And
So
I
highly
cannot
sought
invest
after, right?
yeah, correct. And I cannot invest in Amara Saham Bumiputera. So and after that, when I know about investments and how to invest in stocks and leverage my investment already, then this one becomes not so attractive anymore. So I don't really bother. Even if it's open today, I'm not interested. So I guess it's probably the timing of my education just doesn't jive with that. It just all right. So anyway, let's start with these questions. First question: how did these funds consistently get positive returns even when they invest more than 70% in equities? And especially in 2008, when the market crashed, the market dropped like 30-40%. KLCI index dropped 40%. And someone they put 70% of their money in equities. So how do they get a positive return? Can you guess, Casey?
Well, I don't know. This is a very good question. No, very very important question that every fund holder should ask, right? But they don't care because they got return from that.
Yes, you are right. They don't care because they got return for that. So let's take a look at the second question first. Then from the second question, and then we'll I think we should be able to answer the first question. All right, and then it says try to take a look at their balance sheet. So take their financial statement. That means sorry, not financial statement, but in particular their balance sheet. That means their assets and their liabilities. And then the question is their equity enough to cover all obligations by investors? Sorry, not their equity. Yeah, by right it should be is their assets. Is their net worth. So in other words, is their net worth enough to cover all obligations by the investors? Which means that if let's say they have more liabilities than assets, then that means they are running currently at a negative equity, which means that if let's say all the people were to redeem, they will collapse. It becomes a Ponzi scheme actually. So in that sense, let's take a look at the page 200 of the prospectus. Actually, that's how do I know about this? Actually, it's very simple. So let me share with you how I do research. So that next time, if you all find anything, then if you want to do your own research, then I think it's actually very good. So all you need to do is just type in ASW20 example. You want to find, then you just type annual report. Just take as annual report. Then there's an annual report already. Then if you want the prospectus, you can also get, and then you see the website is from ASNB.com.my. So in that sense, you know it's Amara Saham National Berhad. So actually you can search from here. So then after that you got from here, then I change to English. Then here there's prospectus already, and then there's a fixed price. This is all. There are six unit funds, unit trust funds that are fixed unit price. So if you click on say ASW2020, then you can see the prospectus. You can see an annual report. Right. So let's take a look at the prospectus first. So after your prospectus ready, then all you need to do is just you see. I guess not many people see the annual report or prospectus or even any unit trust prospectus. I remember back then when I was a unit trust agent, and then I'm required by law to give the prospectus to my investors. Every time you close a case, then you need to give a prospectus. So back then when I started off, I brought a number of prospectus, and the prospectus was like I think about 80 or 100 pages or something like that. And every time after I close the case, then I ask them, would you like a copy of this? Then they say no, thank you. So far I've never seen anyone who asked for it. And I think out of my whole experience of about a few hundred clients, I think only one asked for it. Only one. So it's really bad. I guess many people are just not interested to read or to find out more information. So anyway, let's take a look at here. If you see on the page 200, under the exemption, yes, it's here. This is page 200 of the PDF. So they have a number of what do you call it? A number of exemptions allowed by the Security Commission to give to this amanah saham, these funds, especially the fixed unit trust funds. So one of the example, it says you can see here, you can read here. It says ASB. Let me put it in here. ASB and ASW2020 are exempted from disclosing the following information in their reports. That means, in other words, they are exempted from disclosing these things. They do not need to disclose it by law. Okay. So what they do not need to disclose, number one, the performance analysis using unit price. That means they do not need to compare against other performance. The effect of income distribution, this one also no need. Okay, these two are not so important, but you look at the third one, statement of asset and liability. Yeah, this is very scary, because you do not know how much money is inside there. So example, if the fund says they have 15B obligations, but do they really have 15B of assets as a backup to just in case people redeem? You don't know, So you might know maybe today maybe inside got 5B. So if let's say you got 15B, people got 15B of units, but then the assets only got 5B already. So it is possible such cases might happen. And then statement of changes in NAV also don't need to declare. That means if the unit price goes up and down, they also don't need to declare because it's unit price. And the total net asset value. Total net asset value, that means the total net worth of the fund. That means the fund's asset minus the fund's liability also don't have also. And NAV per unit and number of circulation also no need to declare. So basically, now imagine if this fund is not backed by the government. It is very scary. Yeah. They just say, okay, the unit price is like that, wow. Okay, so in that sense, when I see this, it's actually very scary. So in that sense, probably the first answer. So in that sense, try taking a look at the balance sheet. Is their net worth enough to cover all obligations by investors? Answer is you don't know. And it is not audited also because they don't declare. So in that sense, let's take a look.
So that means we want to look for that information, but we also couldn't find because it is not disclosed.
Yes, you are right, correct. Now let's take a look at the annual report. This is the annual report of ASW2020, but I believe all the same, all the fixed unit price is the same. So in that sense, they declare, and then there's the allocation of funds, and this is where they invest the top 20 holdings. All right. Now let's take a look at the financial statement. Now for normal people, they see, there's penata untung rugi. That means basically this is income statement, income and expenses of the fund. All right. And then there's this comprehensive income statement, and then there's this cash flow statement. This is penata aliran tunai. This is cash flow statement. All right. And then finish, no more. Then the next question you might ask, where's the balance sheet?
Where is
because
it?
for a late, it's not here. it's not anyway. So for normal layman, then they see, there's financial statement. You see, there's cash flow statement, and then there's all these numbers. So okay, it looks good,
Peter,
that's reporting.
You should show this annual report first, and then ask us to find the balance sheet. But I couldn't find it, and then that's in the clause, in the prospectus. Oh my god.
Yeah, correct. So it's not there, you see. So in that sense, the fund manager can just declare whatever thing that it is, and they have the exemption. All right. Then the next question is you might ask, let's take a look further. Then in that case, you might ask, then how do they keep on declaring profit every year? And then the fund never have shortfall of money. That means it doesn't collapse. Collapse because got people redeem, too much people redeem. So in that sense, let's take a look how this one works. And you can see from page 27.